Hello guys, welcome back to Small Gear Extra. This might be the last video of the monthly Tomica news update on the new cars. I'm not sure, but just let me know in the comment if you want to see this series keep continuing, or moving on to something else. But anyway, let's look at the March release of this month. And I haven't been upload consistently because I was quite busy in life, but this month it seems like they have big plans in the future, whereas they released 4 cars only. There's 2 other cars that is related to some anime stuff in Japan that I'm not that fond of, so I didn't bought those cars. But this month we get 3 regular cars and 1 premium. So the regular cars will go from the Mitsubishi Delica Mini and to the latest Toyota Prius, which is quite a hot car in the in the community that people always talk about it. And for premium, we got a classic Prelude, whereas famous for the 4-wheel steering technology that was implemented into a mass production car. So anyway, let's look at the first car, which is the Mitsubishi Delica. And here is the Mitsubishi Delica with a nice paint. This paint, I'm not sure if the camera can show the quality. It is actually not silver or gray. It has a green hue to it, so it's a bit grayish green. But the Delica Mini, as the name suggests, it is a smaller version of the Mitsubishi Delica, and I think this absolutely qualify as a class of a K car, because the proportion of it just look like a K car, so it has to be a K car, right? And to my surprise, this casting is actually quite nice. I was not expecting Tomica would do such a great job on on such a car, but the headlights is plastic with a halo design on it, and the rear is painted, so no plastic clear headlights. I mean tail light for us, so suspension as well. And here's the bottom information. Scale is 1 to 57. So just in comparison, we can take the 2019 release, I reckon, and the 2008 release Delica to do some comparison, right? So let's look at the 2019 one. This car is supposed to be the scale down of this version, I suppose. I'm not that familiar with the Mitsubishi Delica, so if you know it, please let me know down in the comment. And let's look at the 2008 version as well. So 3 generations of Mitsubishi Delicas, they're all here. I like the original the best because I think they put some effort onto it, whereas the later Delica looks quite funny, and the Delica Mini looks like a a generic Honda K cars, whereas the 08 Delica is very unique in its own way. Some may say it's ugly, like Clarkson say in Top Gear. Not Top Gear, but it was the Japanese cars well thingy. Anyway, so this is the Delica D5. This is the D5 as well. I'm not sure what the minis were called. I read it somewhere that this were supposed to call the Delica D6, D7, somewhere like that, but they didn't do that. So and the original has sliding doors, so they put the most effort in it, you can say that, I guess. So the later one, this one has no suspension, this one has suspension. So just take a look around. 3 very different cars. You wouldn't know that they share the same name, right? Yeah, you can definitely tell the Delica Mini wasn't in Mitsubishi proposal of this car getting the Delica name, because it looks so different. And yep, that is our first regular line Tomica of the month, which is the Mitsubishi Delica Mini. Moving on to the very hot Toyota Prius that people always talk about it. You know, this is the mustard yellow, the regular color release, and this is the gray color, gray metallic pearl color, because you can see there's a flick on it. It is not a dull black color. So this, I reckon this too will be a very famous casting in the future, as you know, people said new Prius is finally looks good, and I would say so. Yeah, it looks very futuristic, but from what I hear about the talking about the realistic car industry, because the technology pretty much remains the same, and they just make it more refined. So it's still a Prius in the end of the day. It's nothing exciting apart from the styling, because some people said it looks like a Ferrari. I'm not sure about that one. And you can see Toyota Prius from the behind with the hybrid logo on the bottom right corner. And here's the overall shape of the car. I like how the bonnet has got a huge dynamic line to it. Couldn't remember the vocabulary in the moment, I'm sorry. And you can see the hatches, it's clear, it's not painted, and the chrome grille here, it's very nicely designed, especially the headlights. It's a pretty clever way to go around it. It's a very well designed car, I have to give it to Toyota. But no opening hatches like the previous generation of Tomica Prius, and it comes with suspension as well. And we can check the information about the car 1 to 65 scale. Number 19, replace the Suzuki Katana, yes. And the Delica, just fun fact, the Delica replaced the Suzuki Solio as well. So let's look at the first color release. We're just going to look around the car. We're not going to talk much about it. So here's the first color Prius with some shiny colors, shiny dull color, I guess, because it's black and it got a fleck effects on it. So here's the first color release. It's the same 1 to 65 scale suspension as well. And that's one more thing that I would like to talk about the Prius. I like how Tomica, because recently a lot of the SUV has been given the sport wheels. I like how they remains the normal 5 lux, the 5 hole wheels, and I think it really accompany the base modelness on the because economy car, they have a very narrow width tires, and I think these wheels are the absolutely perfect choice for that. And now, those are the regular lines of the month, and now let's look on to the premium, which is a Honda Prelude, the first generation Honda Prelude, and I have to say this thing is nice. Apart no mirrors and maybe some of the panel gaps that people are not that fond of, but look at the wheels. The wheels are absolutely gorgeous, very classic, very 80s. So this Honda Prelude, the Honda stamping is very clear, and cars back in the days is very boxy, so I think manufacturer will have a easier time to produce this old school casting. So you see Honda Prelude on it, bone stock of course, and it got a sunroof. You can actually look through it. It's very clear. And given that this is a Japanese car, it's right-hand drive as well, of course. The pop-up headlight is not functional. It's just there for show. And this car features a suspension as well, with opening doors. And this door goes quite well because it's a coupe. And here's the interior. I'm not sure about the accuracy of the interior because I didn't know much about the first gen Prelude apart from its you know, 4-wheel steering. So scale is 1:62. Made in Vietnam Honda Prelude, and I hope we can see more, you know, Honda's car in the premium lineup in the future. And anyway, I guess that is for this month. And for my personal favorite, it's really a hard choice, honestly, because you can see all these cars are very well made. But you know, let's talk about quality over quantity, and I think, you know, the made release actually achieved that. And I think every car look very good. You have to pick one. I guess I will go for the Prelude because, you know, it's a very classic car, and you know, just a iconic sporty Honda car when they're still into, you know, still making the Honda Civic. And you know, this is their first attempt to make a sports coupe, which is interesting. And you know, following up probably the Prius, no matter which color, I think that they're pretty good. Of course, the Master is more iconic, but you know. So thank you for watching. These are all the May release. So let me know which one is your favorite, and let me know should I still continue this series. And I will see you guys in the next video. And stay tuned on my main channel. We got some big things coming. So have a good one. Goodbye.